Hello YouTube. Today, the 1st of May 2012, is a very big day for English football, as is the new England manager has been announced, and that manager is Roy Hodgson. First off, I'd like to talk a little bit about Roy, his managerial career, his managerial history, some of his records for the teams, my opinion on who was he the right choice, should it have been Harry Redknapp or a foreign manager. Anyway, let's start off with the history of Roy. At the age of just 28, Roy Hodgson was appointed manager of a Swedish side called Halmstad, and he won 2 league championships with that club. He then came to England in 1980, where he joined Bristol City as assistant manager, and then in 1982 he was appointed manager of Bristol City but was sacked after following bad results. In 1982 he returned to Sweden. You can see he's got his foreign connections already, and he took over at Malmö FF and led them to 2 league titles in 5 years. After he left Sweden, and then he went and decided to enhance his CV in another country, in Switzerland, where he took over a side called Neuchâtel Xamax. I think I said that right. 2 years later he then became Switzerland manager, and he took them to the World Cup finals. In their first World Cup final they finished second in their group, and they got to the last 16 of the competition, losing to Spain. This can be good for England because he has got experience in major tournaments, and people like Harry Redknapp frankly don't. I know he's experienced in club football, but he's not experienced in managing a team in a major competition. He was then appointed Inter Milan manager in 1995, where they finished 7th in his first season and came semi-finalist in their Italian Cup. In the second season he lost to Schalke in the UEFA Cup final on penalties. He then left the club, and he left with an overall record of play 73, won 38, drawn 26 and lost 19. Not a bad record, but could have been better. He then joined Blackburn Rovers and led them to 6th in the Premier League and qualified them for Europe in 1997, which is not bad for that year. But then the following year he was sacked after 14 games with only 9 points in November. He's a very inconsistent manager, I'd say, especially to start off with his career. Like, obviously as he joined Fulham and stuff he was very consistent, and West Brom obviously, but Liverpool he didn't work out for him. Anyway, that's about. He was also manager of Finland and the United Arab Emirates, so he has had quite a few international jobs. And obviously we all know what happened at Liverpool. It didn't work out, you know, he nearly got them relegated. Sorry Liverpool fans, but that's the truth. And then obviously he joined West Brom and stabilised them in the Premier League. I think they're 10th at the moment, so say that they were the yo-yo club, I don't think that statement is true anymore. Anyway, my personal opinion on Roy would be, I think I wouldn't have given him a 4-year contract, as he is getting a bit old. I would have given him maybe until the World Cup 2014. After that, no, not any further than that, to be honest. As we, even including management, has got to plan in the future. Get a young manager in. Stuart Pearce maybe, next manager, because you know he's going to be there for a long while. Roy, he's getting a bit old. 4 years is a long while, but will he be able to see out that contract? I don't know. It depends how these competitions and qualifyings go and stuff like that. But I don't think it is a bad choice. I reckon for now he's got a good experience in international game. He's obviously led teams like Switzerland, Finland and Arab Emirates, even though they're not that good. But he's led international teams before. He knows what it takes to be away from his players. And meanwhile Harry Redknapp, he's very experienced in football, like he's been everywhere, like Portsmouth, Southampton, he's obviously at Spurs now. But he has never had an international job. Meanwhile, Roy has. So he does have experience over Harry, even though he's a very experienced manager. But I reckon Trevor Brooking and the chairman, the chief executive, I forgot his name. I think it's Bernstein, is it? I think it might be him. Anyway, I've made a decent decision for now, but not for the future, because Roy's not going to be managing that longer, is he? He's 4 years. I don't even think he'll stay out the contract. But for this Euro Championships, I think it is a good choice, but I wouldn't have given him a 4-year contract. Please leave your opinions below. Is he the right manager? Would you give it Harry Redknapp, Stuart Pearce, maybe even Guardiola? Because, you know, just as a contract over the Euros, because he's a very, very talented foreign manager. But deep down we all wanted an English manager, didn't we, really? Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.